What's up, everyone? Tara Roberts here with Win Daily, and we are talking NFL player props for Underdog for week 9. I've got 10 props for you this week. Before I dive in, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, check out the description below for a link to sign up to play on Underdog. 100% deposit match up to $500. Well, let's go ahead and dive right into the props. Alvin Kamara faces the Chicago Bears this week, and we hit on a very specific prop last week against the Bears: running back receiving yards. We actually had a whopping 4 props against the Bears last week and hit on 3 of them, so we could definitely go back that direction, but I don't really trust Derek Carr the way that I trusted Justin Herbert, so we will stick right here and keep the focus on Alvin Kamara only. Running backs have been on this trend of doing very well against Chicago, specifically in terms of receiving yards. Chicago's defense hasn't really given up a ton of production to running backs on the ground, but through the air, they are struggling. Chicago's defense gave up a massive 94 receiving yards to Austin Eckler last week. They also gave up 64 receiving yards to Antonio Gibson, while at the same time in the same game giving up 33 yards to Brian Robinson. Even Denver running backs had a combined 64 receiving yards against Chicago. The trend is real. We want the over on Alvin Kamara's receiving yards at 35 and a half. Now, for this next several props, I want to focus in on the Commanders versus the Patriots. I am dubbing this my Hot Mess Express game of the week. It is bad. It is messy. And while others are looking away, we are diving right into the garbage. The over-under on this game is at 40 and a half, and I suspect that it's going to hit the over. Washington just traded away Chase Young and Montez Sweat, and their defense was already on the struggle bus. I anticipate teams being able to take advantage of this defense, and even Mac Jones can do it. If you know me, I have zero confidence in Mac Jones to do literally anything, so if I'm taking the over on his passing yards at 222 and a half, you know it's a lock. Now, who is Mac Jones going to throw to? His brand new wide receiver one, Demario Douglas. The line for his receiving yards is currently at 42 and a half. Douglas has surpassed that mark just twice this season, but I fully expect him to step into a bigger role this week. He has already surpassed Juju Smith-Schuster in terms of output, and with Kendrick Bourne done for the season and Devontae Parker out this week, Douglas has strong upside. But we are not just stopping there. I want the scorcher pick for Douglas at over a half rushing plus receiving touchdown at 1.75x. Those scorchers are not easy to hit, hence the multiplier, but we hit on one last week with George Pickens' touchdown, so let's do it again. And we are not done. We are not done with the Hot Mess Express game of the week. Oh no, we are heading to talk about the opposition, and we are hitting the over on Sam Howell's passing yards at 248 and a half, and his attempts at 34 and a half. I know that this feels gross. I know that you are worried that coming off his big, nearly 400-yard passing and 4-touchdown game against Philadelphia, he is going to come back down to reality. I'm not going to lie. I do think there could be some turnovers involved in this game at the hands of Sam Howell. But the yardage and the attempts, he will get us there. If the script goes as I suspect, and Mac Jones is able to attack the poor Commanders defense, the Commanders will have to match the volume and will do so through the air. And if we are taking the over on Howell's passing yards, we gotta attach a pass catcher to it. Curtis Samuel is out, and there are several different ways that we could go here. We could go with Jahan Dotson, but it is risky considering that last week was the first week that he actually passed his line where it's currently set. So we will stick with Terry McLaurin at over 61 and a half receiving yards. Let's do a few more picks here because we're trying to get to 10. And one that I will continue to lean into is running backs against Arizona. We did so last week, and yay, we hit it, so we're going to do it again. And I like the over on Jerome Ford's rushing yards at 42 and a half. Ford is cleared to play and should have a nice bounce back game after being limited last week. And let's close things out with Dallas. While I do think that Dak Prescott could hit his passing yards prop, it's one of those numbers where he could come in just slightly below it but still have a very strong game by being efficient. So give me the over on CeeDee Lamb at 6 receptions and over 76 and a half receiving yards. CeeDee Lamb is absolutely on fire lately, and Philadelphia is not a team that you want to attack on the ground. You want to beat them through the air. CeeDee is the wide receiver one. It ain't even close. CeeDee Lamb is the best option pick here from the Cowboys. And that wraps things up. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And most importantly, remember to sign up to play on Underdog today, right now. The link is below in the description. 100% deposit match up to $500.